6:30, we call the committee meeting with Port Allen City Council together for November 3rd, 2021. At this time, I'd like to request everyone turn off your electronic devices, please, or silence. Thank you. We'll get started. Coach Marcus Minor, will you lead us in the pledge of allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call the Public Safety Committee in order to establish a quorum. May we have a roll call, please?
Mr. Riviere.
Here.
Ms. Lacy.
Here.
Ms. Gordon. Quorum present.
Item number 4, the Police Department report. Chief Hicks.
Good evening. How y'all doing? Mayor, leading the Public Safety Committee, in order to keep both yourself and the City Council aware of the activities of the Port Allen Police Department, our officers account for the month of October 2021. Incidents responded to 257 calls, alarm 27, assisted Port Allen Fire Department 8, harassment 7, disturbance 26, criminal theft 14, assisted other law enforcement agency 5, suspicious activity 11, check person 10, hit and run 5, immobilized vehicles 5, Port Allen Fire Department medical 24, incidents by location northeast of Court Street and LA 155, northwest of Court Street and LA 162, southeast of Court Street and LA 158, southwest of Court Street and LA 157, and south of I-1023. Total suspects arrested 19, traffic crashes 45, private property 3, traffic tickets 21. On what, man? Yesterday we received a call responding to somebody that was supposedly sleeping in their vehicle by Bro's grocery store. When the officer responded to the call, they assumed that they had a guy in there sleeping. When they tapped on the window, the guy was unresponsive. They called for other officers and detectives to come on the scene. Port Allen Fire Department came out, busted the window, and when they opened it up, they called for Acadian to come on the scene, and they worked on him, and the man was pronounced dead on the scene. It's still pending results from the coroner's office. The other one. So I know the one yesterday. I don't know about the other one.
Anything else from Chief?
The other thing, Jackson.
Yes. The accident on Rosedale. No, man, no, sir.
Well, they not telling you? They not talking to you, Chief?
They're not talking to me, Miss Lacy.
They called me to say there's a serious accident there. I heard the impact.
Nobody called me, sir.
Thank you, Chief.
All right.
I mean, is that's in the city limits?
Yeah.
Well, who worked it?
State highway.
Was it state highway?
State highway.
Okay, so-
Might have been state police. Could have been anybody.
We handled it all the sheriff.
Item number 5, the nuisance violation report. Inspector Gibbons.
Good evening, Council, Mayor, and guests. For the month of October, I had a total of 19 cases. I had 14 high grass, 3 section 34-412, keeping the 1 yard. I had 2 34-28 roofs. I have a total of 10 closed, 5 open, and 4 liens. All right.
Item number 6, adjourn. Call the Public Works Committee to order, establish a quorum. May we have a roll call, please?
Ms. Gordon, Mr. Riviere,
Here.
Mr. Brown.
Here.
Quorum is present.
Having no items on the agenda, we will adjourn.
Community Development Committee, item number 1, call to order. Item number 2, establish quorum. Item number 3, roll call.
Mr. Brown,
Here.
Ms. Lacy,
Present?
Mr. Hubble. Quorum is present.
Item number 4, update on community development activities, including recent requests for recreational funding. Ms. Rose Rochelle.
Good evening, Chairman Brown, members of the committee, members of the council, elected officials, and our guests. We just kind of want to recap a few of the things that we've done this last month. And of course, as we know, the COVID-19 pandemic is somewhat under control, so we're kind of getting back to life as normal in the city of Port Allen, and it's kind of a good feeling to see people and be able to get around. But I kind of just want to mention a few things that the city's been able to be witness to that we've had. Just a few. Holy Families had their senior dinner on last month. We've had the trunk or treats. We've had several haunted houses. One in particular was the haunted house that was sponsored by Council Lady Clerice, Lacy. The annual Stop the Violence Parade, and of course the Holy Family Bear Fair. And that was a month load of a lot of stuff going down. And then at the end of the month, we had Council Lady Charlene who spearheaded a group to clean the graveyard. And it seemed like it was really a great success that they got volunteers in the community to do it. Looking forward to our Veterans Day, and we want our veterans to feel special, not knowing how things were. We know that we didn't plan an official parade this year, but Council Lady Charlene Gordon has plans to recognize some of the outstanding veterans when she gets back this week by giving them certificates and making special recognitions to them. And we've also requested the businesses within the city limits to provide special discounts for our veterans on Veterans Day. So if you go into a business, if you're a veteran and you show proof that you're a veteran, you'll get a discount almost at every business. I kind of talk to everybody up and down the street, especially the Court Street area and a little further out, that they will give special discounts to the veterans on Veterans Day. As we look forward to the coming months, in December, we're very, very excited. We got a few sponsors, looking for a few more that we can do our senior holiday dinner. So we've got it already booked for December 16th. Our fingers are crossed that we don't have anything to happen health-wise, that we cannot entertain our seniors and have them there. Very, very excited about that event. And of course, we'll culminate that weekend with Christmas on Court Street from the 17th to the 19th of December. As soon as my boss finished reviewing and approving our advertisement, we'll kick that off and get it out. Hadn't gotten everything to him, so we want to go through because we know we have to be cautious with the city's money as far as we go. We're doing things like advertising and entertaining. It's been suggested to us in the past, we've had a Christmas parade. It's been suggested that we might want to do it again, especially that we can get the community involved. The only thing that we don't have, and once again, I'm sitting down there doing the small grants to try to get the dollars, but I don't have the money right now to provide for bands and our insurance. So, I'm asking the council to consider the possibility, and we're gonna actually have figures, if we can, next week with the bands that would have committed to us and the insurance for the parade for y'all to vote on that. We can put that on the agenda. And in that same note, the Black History Month parade has also asked for funding for February. I think they do theirs third Saturday in February, and they normally, I think the city also pays for their some of the bands. This year, I think they used to get their insurance from tourism. Tourism is not going to fund their insurance, and they're asking for help. So we're also asking for that to be put on the agenda next week. And I don't know whether you need somebody to come up here and talk to you about that, or we need to present a budget or whatever. But if anybody call me, we'll try to have whatever documentation you want at that time. And those are monies that are not in our budget yet. That's why I'm up here kind of groveling for it. So we really need to put that on the agenda. Everything else, along with what we're getting for donations, will kick into our Christmas on Court Street and our Spring Festival. Okay. Now that we got that out the way, we also had a few other requests, and the money is there, but it just needs your approval for us to go ahead and cover the charges. And one of the requests for our athletic department, and no, we've got the $20,000, but our Port Allen High baseball team right now is requesting for $480.24 for some baseball equipment. And I have Coach Minor here if anybody's got any questions, but we would like to get that approved, if at all possible, get that on the agenda so we can actually pay for that as we committed to doing in the past. And we have our West Side Bulldogs, and we've not given them anything this year toward their stuff because the parish has really kicked in. But what they're asking for now is just trophies for the football players. And their total, I have the invoice if anybody needs a copy, but I also have it to pass out next week, is $736. So I'm asking for that to be put on the agenda.
You got all of it, Mr. Jones?
It's on me. It's on me.
We good.
So if that's okay with everybody, and I can sum it again, we'd like to put the money for Port Allen High School, the money for the Bulldogs, and the money for the 2 parades for y'all consideration on next week. And if y'all need any documentation to support or defend it, please give me a call so we could have it as a part of your packets so that you can read it and be able to understand or justify your vote either way. I'm sorry. We have Coach Minor, who is a new coach here for Port Allen High School, and I'm just tickled pink to introduce him because I think I remember when he was born.
Yeah.
So in fact, I worked with his grandmother at Southern. That's telling my age, but Mrs. Minor was just a jewel. So we're just happy to have him over here, and he's had an outstanding baseball career. If you want to tell a little bit about yourself, Coach Minor.
Actually, when I first walked in, I thought you was Larry. Larry Wright.
Larry.
I did too. In baseball.
Yeah. Well, I'm Coach Minor. I come from Scotlandville High School. I was there for 6 years. Decided to further my search for a better opportunity for me. And I got hired at Port Allen. Great community, great school, more than I thought it would be. And I'm really pleased at the atmosphere around the school. And I love it, to be honest. I mean, I don't see myself going anywhere no time soon. So I just want to help these young men out, because when I first got there, the equipment was kind of bare. I'm only asking for a little, but we don't have any helmets, bats. So, I'm just asking for, a little bit right now. So the equipment was kind of scarce when I first got there. So, anything will help. And I have some good young men. I don't see why they won the game, not the number of games they won last year, because they put in the hard work. We have 5th hour PE, and they're working their butts off. To be honest, they really are. So I'm excited for February to get here, because we're gonna have a good season. We're gonna shock a lot of people, and hopefully make a good run in the playoffs. Anything else? Any other questions? Right now, I'm looking at about 28, but I will have official tryouts the first week of December. So I'm probably between 30 and 40. Yeah. Varsity and JV, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Somebody from Port Allen and I emailed me an itemized summary
Yes.
order. what you're looking for, and I passed it on to the rest of the council, so it's basic baseball.
Right, right.
What do you like to know on it? We won't vote on anything tonight.
Okay,
Put it in the next one.
yes, sir.
Besides the help that you may get from the council, what other fundings do y'all have for the baseball?
We're actually doing a fundraiser right now. I like doing fundraisers, you know, to get the kids involved in, you know, going out there and try to sell the program, to try to raise money for the program. Right now we're doing this little cooler wristband fundraiser. It says Port Allen High School, and it says Go Pels on the other side. So we're doing that one right now. Then we'll do probably a jambalaya sale hopefully right before Christmas. Then we'll probably do like a raffle after the break. Yes,
Does anybody else help the school board, the school?
No, not right now. No, ma'am.
That always seems to be how it is.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know that. Nothing to do with you.
I guess it's the maintenance department. They're helping me a little bit. You know, keeping up with the field, make sure that, you know, I have everything I need so I can keep up the field as well. So they're helping me a little bit. Yeah.
Need a couple of those places.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Have them in the car.
Not for him.
Okay.
Okay, Ms. Rose, I had a question for you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Would there be a list of participating businesses for the veterans? Will it be generated in some way so they
And
can
the
know
only
which
reason
businesses
it wasn't
are
generated now, I'm sorry to cut you off, is because I got kind of cut off in the midst of my solicitation, and I didn't want to put a partial list out, but hopefully by Friday we will have a list of the ones in Port Allen. And I kind of went face to face to see, you know, this one would give me 10, if somebody would give me 5%, so hopefully we'll have a list to put out by Friday, and I'll send it to you so we can get it on Facebook, and we'll put it on our Facebook.
And my other question was, you said that the Black History Parade, which is Save Our Sons, the insurance company is no longer providing the insurance?
No.
Or what's going on there?
They would get funding from two places. One was the city, and the other one was tourism. Am I correct, Mr. Hubble? And tourism is no longer will pay for their insurance, so they will have to pay for their own parade insurance. So they were soliciting us to pay for their insurance.
So that's
What's the reason behind that?
I've been sitting in tourism.
You know, Mr. Hubble, what the reason
For the insurance,
for them not providing for them this year?
because if you provide for one, you need to provide for everyone. And you can open up a Pandora's box. The insurance doubled in price, and the board decided to,
What was the price?
right now it's about $600.
So it doubled to 12?
No, it's at 40.
And I think it's going up a little bit more. I think the last one I paid was right at a little more than 9.
I didn't know.
Yeah, when we did our Heart of Champions, it was right at 9. So yeah, it's going up quite a bit.
So that's part of the reason they asked for more.
Yes.
Well, that's 900.
Yeah, and that's not even etched in stone. Whenever you go to get your insurance, they have to put it out on a
Time
bid,
sensitive.
like, yeah, and they'll come back and tell you who's the underwriter and how much it is. So that's how much we paid for it the last time. It was 900.
But someone's gonna be here to represent, to give us a
I
itemized
asked
list or
them,
give us
and I will
something
ask them.
that equate to the money that they asking for,
Right.
right?
I will request again that someone.
Anything else, Ms. Rose?
And I can tell the council for the West Side Bulldogs, I believe that they have done a good job being reestablished, and now they're moving to like the playoffs. One of the teams are moving to the playoffs. And I've been following them. Yes, please. I've been following them. And I'm just glad to see that they actually reestablished, reorganized, took some hits, and they still fighting to be in the playoffs right now, because some of the some rules with the league wasn't clear, but they are moving to the playoffs. One of the teams is undefeated. The younger age group. So, and I know they were here before asking.
Right, and we didn't
Yeah.
provide anything for them because the parish came back. We would have provided because we had dollars, but the parish came back and underwrote it, so we didn't have to do anything for them. And, you know, I was also telling them maybe we need to look at getting some of those 10 by 20 tents. I'm sure y'all seen them, Brody has them. It just says Port Allen, that we could actually loan out to people, you know, because especially if you'd have had those 10 by 20s on the sideline during the Bulldogs game, it would have been a lot easier. And we don't have one like that, so maybe we can buy that as a part of our athletic stuff, and we just keep it at the city for any type of use for the city. So that was another thought, that we could take some of that, you know, any type of athletic event. Even when Port Allen High has something, either track meet or the baseball team can put it out there, and it just says Port Allen. Is that?
Yeah.
That's just the thought. If y'all would, I can give it groups, and we can try to get some prices too. Let's just get it all at once and see where we go.
All right. Thank you, Rose.
Anything else?
Thank you, Ms. Rose. Item number 5, adjourn.
Call the Personnel Committee to order to establish a quorum to direct road allocation.
Mr. Hubble.
Here.
Ms. Gordon. Mr. Riviere.
Here.
Quorum present.
Item number 4, discuss police department request to advertise for 3 posts. Council, as of last month, I had Miss Whitley. She withdrew her employment opportunity with the Port Allen Police Department. EBR gave her a better situation. I was very disappointed in that, but I told her, to do what's best for you, your family. And 2 of my other officers, they turned in resignations for personal reasons. So I have to advertise now for 3 post-certified officers.
How about that exit, that I was acting like an exit survey that I was asking about, if, especially like for those who just leaving the department for personal reasons, like just to get some information or some responses on their experience with the police department, the Port Allen Police Department, and just, I just would like to see some like exit information.
Yeah, I think they're supposed to, get with Teresita, and she'll, have that conversation with them. I mean, they was doing their job. Like I say, personal reasons. I wish them the best. But we got to, extend my search and get some more qualified people in.
I understand that part. Just want to hear what they feel about their position and their time being here and their experience. It can only help us get better, whatever feedback that we get. Negative, positive, it doesn't matter.
I'll give them a text and tell them to reach out to you, Miss Lacy.
Oh, okay. I'll tell them to reach out to you, and I'll just I'll assist you with that. Not just to Miss Lacy.
Any other questions? Move on to item number 5, adjourn. Thank you.
Finance Committee. Item number 1, call to order. Item number 2, establish a quorum. Item number 3, roll call.
Ms. Lacy.
Here.
Mr. Hubble.
Here.
Mr. Brown.
Here.
Quorum's present.
Item number 4, discuss introduction of a budget amendment to purchase a truck for the roads and drainage department to replace the vehicle damaged by fire. Lance.
Yes, as you know, good evening. First of all, as you know, the Roads and Drainage Department lost their vehicle back in July. It took some time to get the fire report, which allowed us to file the insurance claim. The insurance company has paid $13,250 for that vehicle. It was a 2006 Ford, so it had some age on it. Bruce just provided a quote today from Courtesy Automotive under the state contract. The replacement cost is $32,740.33. So we'll be short about $19,490.33, and this is just an estimate, but we suspect it to be in that area under the contract. And we would also need to provide for licensing, registration, and any additional charges for insurance coverage due to a new vehicle versus a 15-year-old vehicle. So I'm thinking $22,500 to $24,000 on top of the $13,000 provided by insurance should get it done.
So you're asking for that, I'm sorry, the 19?
Just call it 25,000. I mean, we won't spend it if we don't need to, but I don't know how much the insurance is gonna cost. And until the vehicle gets here, it's my understanding it's in transit, but we can't purchase it until we finish this process. So if we introduce it next week, it'll be December before we can vote on it, the actual amendment. So we're just starting the process so we can try to obtain this vehicle if we can, because vehicles are rather scarce at the moment. So.
And I know this, in this particular vehicle, I know they really need it.
They do. They have to, do a little carpooling in the midst of a pandemic. So hopefully we can get our hands on this one and alleviate some of those issues. Thank you.
If nothing else? Adjourn. Yeah, please.
Good evening, Council. It's going to be very short. Just want to remind everybody that Veterans Day is observed on November the 11th, Thursday, and the city will observe that holiday that Friday to give the employees a longer weekend. We'll have the open half a day on Thursday. So just to let you know that we'll be open half a day Thursday and off all day Friday. Other than that, I don't have anything else to present to council at this particular time unless y'all have any questions. If not, all right, thank y'all.
Appreciate it.